I love this going live because I can use my computer, and it's so much better because it just opens up everything. So the second video here that I was making today, April 7th, was just a rampage, as Abraham Hicks would say, just of things that I love. So I'm hoping that this can be infectious for you. I made a video before that was kind of this is one of the techniques that I love to do, but it's just coupled. So it's coupled with kind of visualization. So when I was driving home today, I was having this conversation. I have a bunch of conversations in my head with random people, as we all do. But I was thinking about, okay, what is something that could be post COVID-19? I mean, we could do something public, and who's someone that I want to see. And I was just thinking about, I really want to go golfing with my buddy's dad in Montana, and my buddy, but I really want to go golfing with him. I want to be on an outing. So I was just thinking about, I was just playing through my head this conversation about us being on the golf course. Really excited to see him. Just a great time, embracing a big hug and whatnot, just feeling great and enjoying the outdoors and enjoying a game of golf. And that is something that anyone can do. Okay, so that's just one of the techniques, because you're going to be talking to yourself all the time anyway. I mean, your thoughts, I don't remember how many thoughts they say people have a day, how many ideas that run through your head, but you're going to have mental conversations with yourself, other people all day long in your head anyway. And so I would highly encourage, try to work on little by little each and every day if you can, especially if you're at home. Try to work on having conversations that you would want to have and that are more in alignment with your heart. Okay, because like I said, there's plenty of times where I was having conversations with my boss where I was arguing with him before I'd even get to work. Nothing even happened. I'm in the car, and I'd be having those conversations with him that were affecting what I was probably going to experience in there. Now, was I going to experience it verbatim? No, but it just increased the likelihood that that was more of a reality I was going to face, because I'm already putting the energy out there. I'm already tuning into that frequency. And because we're all connected, I was starting to probably affect his type of day. And, even though he has free will to dwell upon what he has, sometimes, can you explain when you're feeling a certain way and you just don't understand why? Because you seem like everything's going good. And then later on, maybe someone that you're really close to, you find out that they're going through a hard time, and maybe you were feeling what they're feeling because you couldn't explain it yourself. You're feeling great. And that happens to me a lot with me and my family members. And so wanted to share that with you. But try to practice as much as you can to have those conversations that you want to have. Okay, I mean, you all want your life to be a certain way. Obviously, I would encourage it to be something that doesn't infringe upon someone else in a detrimental way. You might enjoy doing things that are harmful to others, and I would say that's for me, that's not okay. So I just mean focus on things that feel good to you, that bring you love and joy and happiness, that also promote the well-being of other people. And so that being said, I would just highly encourage that. Now, the things when I get in, obviously, I don't know. Like I said, I've been having just an emotional outpouring the last couple of days of just positivity where I want to reach and connect with people. It could be that. It could be the coffee too. I'm really sensitive to caffeine, so I'm really jacked up. But that being said, I'm hoping that this rampage can encourage you and maybe energize you a little bit through this video, just being energetic and positive to bring more love into your life. So I love watching Jurassic Park. I love listening to the audiobook of Jurassic Park. I love going off into a fantasy world. I love pretending that when I'm on hikes, I'm going to see goblins and fairies and stuff. And that's for real. I never have seen one, but I kind of wish I would, because I like the atmosphere of a fantasy world, as far as maybe a J.R.R. Tolkien world. I love synchronicity. I love lining up with perfect timing. I love having a vision of where I want to go, and you get there perfectly. You hit every green light. No one's in your way. You have the perfect amount of change. You have the great conversation with the clerk or the teller or whoever's giving you whatever you want. I love thinking about something and you really want it, and then you just kind of let it go, and then someone brings it to you. I love when you're thinking about something and then you find it on sale. I love when there's no effort and you're just feeling good, and then you get this unexpected source of income, whether it's from a scratch ticket or someone gives you money or someone offers to buy you lunch or someone offers to buy you a drink that you wanted. And it was free. I love free things. I love when I wake up and I'm laying in bed and my body feels great. I love immediately waking up and just positive things running through my head. I love when I wake up and maybe I don't have positive things running through my head, but I have the awareness of what's running through my head, and I make the decision to choose to focus on things that I want to focus on for the beginning of my day. I love setting the expectation for my day. I love feeling great. I love feeling positive. I love feeling sure of things. I love clarity. I love the feeling of being clear in what I want. I love knowing that everything's going to be okay. I love knowing that my well-being is always at the forefront of universal forces, so to speak. I love that what's really important for us to live, the proximity of the Earth from the sun in the Goldilocks zone, as well as the rotation of the sun on its axis, the Earth on its axis, and the magnetic field to hold our atmosphere and all that stuff is out of my control. And I love that something else governs those laws, so I can go about my day focused on things that I want and continue to survive. I love looking at my kids. I love looking at my wife. I love when we're all laying in bed together. I love when we're watching a movie. I love when we go on a trip and it's exciting and we're out there foraging through the woods, or like when we went to what was it? Fort Stevens, right by Astoria and Seaside. I love that when we would travel through the woods and the paths and we would go through looking for shells on the beach. I love when we're having a fire. I love when you go somewhere else and you go to a Costco or a Fred Meyer or a Walmart or somewhere that you've always, go to anyway, but it's in a different city. So it feels different. It feels like you're on like a trip. I love the feeling of accomplishment during this COVID-19 quarantine when you have to go to the store to get something and you feel like a champion when you get home. It's like, I found toilet paper, baby. I found toilet paper. I love that it's little things like that when people are giving toilet paper as a gift right now, when you're so appreciative of it. And it's something so small. And it's like, see, you can find appreciation in anything that you look for. I love those things. I love just the happiness that little things could bring to people. I love when you have your favorite meal and you're sitting outside and it's just a warm summertime air and you're sitting out there and you're enjoying whatever you enjoy with your family members or your friends. And you're just peaceful and you're relaxed and you're content and you're not worried about anything. I love seeing the innocence of the little kids when they're walking around and they're not thinking about all the craziness that's going on, and they're just thinking about what they're doing right there in that moment. And I love learning from them. I love when I have moments of being down, because it highlights and it magnifies the moments that feel good. I love not being perfect, because it allows me to continue to grow. I love that when I'm not perfect, I can share it with people and people could understand that we're all in the same boat. So that's just a little example. I could keep going. We're already at 8 minutes, but man, I just wanted to send that video out there, put it out into the world, put it out to you guys. I love you guys so much. Try to help someone out today, whether it's just, call them on Facebook Messenger or whatever. I love that it's video chat and you can see people. Try to uplift people, try to uplift their spirits, tell them you love them, whatever it may be. If you're around other people and, you're keeping your social distancing or whatever, maybe do something nice for somebody. Maybe if you know that a family member or a neighbor is struggling, help them out. If you see, a kid that needs help, I believe that, we're all responsible for the world's children, whether they're ours or not, as far as biologically, because, they're children. And so, I don't do the best job sometimes when I see children that could need some help, get in my own way. But I'd highly encourage that if you see something, you could do something real positive, at least uplift somebody. You don't know what's going to happen because of it. So anyways, have a good day, you guys. I love you guys. And I'm going to finish my coffee.